The WWE is headed back to Orlando on September 26th for Friday Night Smackdown. I know that I will be there, and I know that this woman will be there as well. One of the most dominant forces in the women's division, new, fresh, and a bright future in front of her, the one and only Jade Cargill. Jade, welcome to the show. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for a few minutes.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
So whenever I do any interview with anyone, especially with folks as accessible as WWE superstars are, there's always a bank of interviews that I can look back at on YouTube to get to know the person that I'm going to talk to. And so I did that. I watched a couple of the conversations you were on with the Busted Open guys, Bubba Ray Dudley, Mark Henry, who I know that you're close with. Confidence is not lacking for you, Jade. Has it always been like that? Have you always been this self-assured even before you got into wrestling?
Yes, growing up, however, I did lack confidence growing up, but I had a loving family that told me, it doesn't matter what other people think about you, it's what you think about yourself because you're the only person that's going to be living with this body and this mind. And I just took that out, embodied it, and I worked on it, and here I am.
What has somebody like Mark Henry meant to your career?
Oh, everything. He's the one that literally put me into this career. I don't think I would have ever entered this career if I had not met a Mark Henry. He's like my wrestling dad. He's the one that tells me exactly how it is. If something doesn't go right, if something looks sloppy, if something works out, and he is my eye. He's my third eye in this industry, and I don't take that for granted at all. He's my wrestling dad.
I mean, you can tell that he has your back in just the way that he talks about you. But he's critical as well, because I would think that that's important. Are you getting that constructive criticism as well, or is it more like I got your back to the end cheerleader type?
No, no, it's constructive. It's constructive. He'll tell me if something he tells me if something looks bad. I'm not gonna curse, but he'll just tell me if something looks really, really bad. And he'll text me and he'll literally send me a whole video of it and say, "What is this? This looks terrible." Because at the end of the day, the people that he has brought into the industry are a representation of him and people that he's put his neck on the line for. So I do nothing but try to go out there and give 120% of everything I'm doing.
Well, if you need to curse, let it out. I can edit that after the fact. So just
I didn't know. I didn't know if this was
don't
a
hold you.
PG,
I
13.
we float somewhere in the middle, but whatever I just want you to feel as comfortable as possible within the conversation. Okay. Now, SummerSlam was a big moment for your career. You went up against Tiffany Stratton. Was it everything that you hoped that it would be?
You know what? I got too cocky, too full of myself, and I let these moments slip away. And that's I could say that's a part. I wouldn't even say it's a problem for me. I'm so assured of myself and I know myself, but maybe these situations can have my back against the wall. And next time I won't take that for granted. And next time I'll go in there fully focused and knowing that I'm up against the force.
If it wasn't wrestling, what do you think you would be doing for a living?
Oh gosh, my phone is slipping. Hold on.
Now,
Stay
for those
still.
that don't know, before we started, I was told that this could happen, so this is not a surprise.
Yes. Okay. I think it's.
And
fine.
I was fully ready to buy. I was fully ready to buy us a minute there, Jade.
I think. Okay. I think. I would be still practicing child psychology. I was doing that prior to entering the WWE world. And I'll probably honestly be just traveling the world with my husband and laying on some boat off the coast of Italy, which we are gonna do when we retire.
That's fantastic. And for those that don't know, your husband is Brandon Phillips, one of the best second basemen that I've ever watched in my life. And I think that that's so unique. It's so unique because when I think of being a professional wrestler, the schedule is the first, and I think about the actual reality of it. Yeah. Not the glitz, the glamour, the music, and the pyro, and all of that. The fan adulation. It's the schedule. Yeah. That freaks me out. Being away from home that much. I know you have kids. You're away from your family. I think the only thing that really compares to a wrestling schedule is that of a baseball player. Yeah. So how has that helped you prepare for the life that you're living now, that your husband lived it for however many years he was in Major League Baseball, 15, 20 years?
Yeah, 17. 17
I was right there. I was right in the middle.
But you know what? He at least got those 3 months off. I I'm like, at least you got those 3 months off, you know. We like did little stuff, and we got the holidays off. Um, but I think it prepared me in so many different ways, you know, regardless to he would be I remember when our daughter was born, after 72 hours, he was off to LA and out of the way for about 2 weeks. He was traveling for 2 weeks after our daughter was born. And I think just seeing his gruesome schedule, but you know, when you love something you do, it's like, are you really working? But him having that understanding to my schedule, and thankfully he retired before I started, because there's no way we could have ever did this. But just seeing him and how his whole he conducted himself, and his attitude, which was crazy, but that's where I get my attitude from. But just seeing how he adjusted to the schedule, and when he did take the trade, when he took the trades and went different places, and how he adjusted to those schedules, it did nothing but prepare me for the WWE universe and what I can do here, and just his overall support in this industry, and to know how much it takes and how much you give of yourself to an industry. He's really shaped me and molded me in ways that I don't think I would be able to. I would have been prepared, but not as fully equipped if I didn't know him.
How often do you feel like you're letting one of the priorities slip? Because I mean, you're being a mom is a full-time
Ooh.
job.
Oh, yes.
A full-time job, pulling a double. I have a 5-year-old. I know the life.
Yeah.
Uh, but
Yeah.
being a professional wrestler is that as well. Do you often feel this push and pull of like, oh, I'm not doing the best I can at this, or I feel like I'm failing as a mom today? Do you have those struggles?
Oh gosh, I'm tired all the time. Because what people think is like, okay, we come from home, like we come from work, and then we're just like, what I come home to an 8-year-old who wants to play. Like she's like, we're playing. I didn't see you yesterday. We're gonna play. We're gonna play. We're gonna play. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I got up, I went to sleep maybe at 2 o'clock in the morning, and my flight's at 5. I'm like, in the morning, I'm like, I am exhausted. But you just do these things tired, because you're never gonna get these moments back. But thankfully, again, like my spouse is retired. We own a professional softball team here in Atlanta called the Atlanta Smoke. So when that's not in season, he's being a stellar dad. Like he's being a rock star dad. And it takes two. It takes a whole village. But if it's a lot, and I thankfully have a companion who's like, okay, I know you're tired. Let me pick up the slack. Because there's no, I would explode. You know,
Yeah,
we're always doing something. Today was my daughter's first day of school. I raced back to do this interview. You know, so and you want to be there for these moments. And thankfully, it wasn't on a Friday. So
that's crazy.
it
Well,
takes a lot, but you know,
I was actually
that's what we
talking
signed up
about that
for.
on I was talking about that on the show the other day. My son just started kindergarten, so he's in the
Oh,
public school
beautiful.
system for the
Did
first
you
time.
cry?
I'll tell you the story that I told to all of our listeners. They're gonna be like, "Oh man, he's telling this again." So I we drop him off. I'm with my wife,
Hmm.
and it is emotional. You kind of feel it welling up, but you don't want him to see you cry because I don't want him to get emotional. He was kind
Yeah.
of like anxious but confident, and so he gets out of the car, and you're trying to keep it together, and then the kid that gets out of the car that's right behind us starts wailing. I mean, it sounded
Oh,
like this kid was like he just saw ghosts. He was screaming, and it takes you right out of it because all I'm worried about is my kid freaked
yeah.
out now that this other kid is screaming bloody murder. So
Yeah.
I think I got more mad and annoyed than anything. It kind of took the emotion out of it, but the
Yeah.
tears were well on their way, Jade. They were well on
Yeah.
their way.
But this kid might put this fear into your child, and it's like, don't, no. Like
Yeah,
he's
he
fine,
was
he's fine.
good until you started
Yeah.
yelling.
We're like, why? Not my
Right.
yeah, I get it. I At this point, like today I dropped her off. Last year I cried. This year was so funny because one of the people that were assisting with the line, he was like, no tears, right? Because it's been a lot of tears this year. And I was like, actually, no, we're fine this year. I was like, it's time. It's definitely time. It's fine. And my daughter's 8, but I swear she's going on 13. She was so quick. She's like, all right, mom. I'm like, can I get a kiss? Like, hug, like, you have to take the picture first day of school.
For sure.
And she's just like over it. She's like, okay, mom, gotta go. I'm like, and I wind down the window because I'm one of those embarrassed people. I'm like, love you. And she's like, oh my gosh, mom. Like, she's at that age. I'm like,
That's tough.
already at 8. What is happening? So
No, no. Well,
she was
it's
ready.
only gonna get. I'm sure it's only gonna get worse from there.
I
It,
know, but you know what? I told her, I was like, listen, you are forever. Whenever you want to come snuggle with me or whenever you want to, like, any of those, I'm like, it's forever. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but it's forever. Because they grow up so quick, man. I can't believe she's 8. Oof.
It's crazy. Time flies. It is amazing to me. I hear people in your industry talk about the dopamine hit. I'm addicted to WWE Unreal right now. That documentary on
Yeah,
Netflix is so good, and it's the thing
it
that
is.
I think that I picked up on the most. I'm in a performance industry, not as high profile or with as many people that you can see watching you while you do it, but I feel nerves, I feel self-doubt, and I just watch all of you on TV and think, well, they never feel that way. And you're all consumed with it up until
Riddled.
the music hits, and then it is like the snap of a finger. It is amazing. It's almost like it's like a magician like sprinkles pixie dust or something on you guys. Is it that simple where you're stressed out, self-doubt, your insecurities are all on the top of your mind, and then your music hits and it all washes away? Is it that simple?
For me, it is. It's well, okay. So my character, especially the one I'm embodying right now, is an extension of myself. It's not who I am, it's an extension. I'm confident, I know myself, right? But my character is more in your face, like, oh, I know I'm this, but I'm a very chill person. My character is not. She's very glitz and glamour. I will go to Target with a big t-shirt. Like, I wear sweats all the time, type person. Um when my part, A Storm Is Coming, I literally mouth that out before I go out, and I just breathe it all in. And when I go out there and before I go over, like, I call it a drape, my invisible drape. When I go through that, I literally at that point am all Jade, because my name is the same, but I'm literally the bold caps Jade Cargill. So for me, it is that easy. It's weird because before I came to WWE, I wasn't nervous. I never got nervous. And I say this because in my first match ever was with Shaq. And I looked at Shaq and I said, are you nervous? Like, you've never wrestled before. Are you nervous? He was like, girl, I am Shaquille O'Neal. He was like, I'm gonna go out there and people are gonna, I could trip and I'll make something out of it. He's like, nervous about what? He's like, do you know what I've done in my life? I'm not nervous about this. I got this. And when he said that, I was like, okay, all
Did that
right,
make
you're
you more
right.
nervous or less nervous? I can't
It
decide how I would
didn't
feel
make
about
me
that.
nervous. It didn't make me nervous. It was more so like, because, Cody Rhodes was in there as well. So I was just like, okay, people know you. People know you. I need people to know who I am by the end of this match. This is what I want. And so that happened. So I took the opportunity to say, and I use it as motivation. Like, okay, all right, I hear you. And this is not his profession. This is something that he just picked up, you know? And at that, I forgot how old he was at that time. But the fact that he did that, and this is it, I was like, this is something I've been training for. Like, this is something that I want. Like, this is my industry. I need to wake up and I need to show them. So it's more so when people continuously ask you, are you nervous? Oh my gosh, I would be nervous. Oh my gosh, I'm like, wait, should I be nervous? Wait, yes? And they're like, no, if you're not nervous, you should. So I started to become riddled with nerves. And I'm like, wait, I don't get nervous. Like, I just kind of go out there and I do my thing. What is happening? So as of late, especially since I've been at WWE, I can have nerves, but I more so like try to calm myself down with breathing and like telling myself, you've done this before. You've been in front of a crowd like this. What's different about this one? You can do it. You can do it. And we're also we're all of our own cheerleaders, and we have those people that we go to that breathe that confidence in us, and I have
Yeah.
that person that I can go to, like Ricky Saints. I'll go to and I'm like, okay, let me talk to you about this match. He's like, you got it. Like, come on, you got it. I'm like, yeah, you got it. So, yeah, when that music hits, when I say what my saying, and when I walk through that invisible curtain, I'm alive.
Well, and shout out to Shaq for washing some of those potential nerves away. Another slam dunk for him.
Yeah.
Okay, last thing for you. Big spotlight at SummerSlam, as we mentioned. WrestleMania would be the next big mega event. I know you guys have a lot in between there, but in terms of those huge tent poles, if you're talking to Triple H, who are you pitching as your next opponent for the biggest show of the year?
That's tough. That's so tough. Because it's a dream match.
We love the
Charlotte
dream
Flair.
match. The wrestling fans love a good dream match.
I would say Charlotte Flair. I love Charlotte Flair. I think anybody that gets in the ring with her, she pulls them up to her level. I feel like she has endured every type of storm meant to break her. I think she's timeless, and I think she's just great. So that's somebody that even like when I entered this industry, I was like, I would love to have a match with her. And I never thought I would get the opportunity, but if I
Yeah.
had that opportunity, it would be Charlotte Flair.
September 26th, Friday Night Smackdown coming back to Orlando, Florida. Ton of wrestling fans here in this market. NXT right here in our backyard as well. Jade Cargill will be there. Thanks so much for the chat. I appreciate the time.
No problem. Thank you for having me.